Alright guys, what's happening? Welcome back to another video. You probably can't see me, but I'm obviously I'm here. It's kind of hard to film in this corner of the yard, and so if you can't see me, I apologize, but I'm here, I promise. So today, this succulent rock garden needs maintenance. And so my tapestry is no longer intentional. So some things need to be pulled out. The ice plant is looking great. It's in full bloom right now. And I have been lacing it out, and I have been, clipping and pruning on it. But as you can see, it's still very abundant in this container. So I need to, again, just come in here and pull some things out. Look how that's ideolated. Man. So I need to come in here, pull some things out, get some things reworked, redone. Look at how these are ideolating. And just kind of recapture the form. Just kind of recapture the form and the intentionality of this container. And then, so what I thought, I always wanted to add a secondary rock garden. And I have this container that I did a little garden in a garden last summer. I filmed it, but I lost the footage. But I had like miniature evergreens and some really nice specimen evergreens in here that overwintered, and I took them out and potted them up separately to turn them into topiary, but that's not what this is about. So I'm going to show you how to start your own rock garden and how to maintain a rock garden in the springtime. Now you can see that there's a lot of growth. These things are pupping. They're crammed for space. I really need to get in here and work on this. I did a video on this tapestry last year. I will link it up above just in case you want to go back and watch the origins. What I did here, this whole side of this container is broken. As you can see, it's very, very well loved and worn, and I didn't want to throw it out. This whole side is broken, so I just butted it up against this container, and I used broken shards of another pot to try to line it so I can get some soil, to stay there. And I have a brick shoved up against it, so what I did, I have my succulent soil mix, which is just a well-draining mix. It's potting mix that I amend heavily with poultry grit. I think I've shown you guys this stuff before, but it looks like this. It's just crushed up granite, I believe. So I mix it with poultry grit, and then I have a layer of pine bark soil conditioner, and then I put another layer of my pine bark soil conditioner with poultry grit mixed together, and then I put another layer of my succulent soil. So this has very, very good drainage, and I need that because during the spring and summer we get a lot of rain, so I need to make sure that this has good drainage. Okay, so this is the succulent rock garden, rock being the operative word here. So it's critically important that you get good rocks, so and stage them before you start planting. Now, I didn't go out and buy any rocks. I just collect rocks from around my yard. When I dig up, when I'm planting plants and I dig up a rock, I save it. So staging your rocks is very important, and you want to kind of put them in an artistic way. You don't just slap it on top of the soil there. Kind of try to bury it a little bit. You can kind of, mound the soil, which is kind of what you want to do. Make it look natural, right? So I didn't even intend to do that, but I like the way that looks, right? So that kind of gives you like a little natural slope. And then what I'll do is just kind of compact the soil around it and then make it a natural slope. Make it look natural, like that. So I've got a tub full of different rocks that, again, came from around my yard. You want to put the best profile forward. I'm going to bury that one there. This is a piece of aquarium stone. And then I've also got quarter inch, eighth inch to quarter inch burgundy lava that I might be ribboning through here. I don't know if I want to put the gray in just yet. So let's see. And this is going to evolve. All of these rocks don't have to stay in here. I can take some away. I can add some more. But again, it's a rock garden and you want to have rocks. Alright, so I'm going to start with that for right now. So what I'm going to do is just tear into this and start moving, excavating some of the plants. I have this little mini trowel here that I'm going to use to kind of lift up some of the plants, get them out, to give some breathing room to this container. And then I'll talk over staging, you know, and planting in this container next. So let me just start tearing into this and let's see what happens. Now look at how pretty that is. This all came out in a mat and I planted these all as cuttings, but look how beautiful that is. Stunning. And I don't know how well if you can see down in here, but this soil is really dry and we just had 2 straight days of torrential rain. So this is just a testament to me that my soil mix actually works, which is exciting. Alright guys, so I think I pulled out as much as I want to for the time being, and I have it just all laid up here. So I'm going to start, you know, cleaning up the base of some of these, getting rid of the detritus. If something needs to be, you know, planted as a cutting, I'm going to do that, but very cautiously because we have some rains coming. So I'm going to clean these up, and then I'll show you how I stage the plants. Alright guys, so here we go. I got them all cleaned up, and so now I'm going to start replanting. So I didn't buy a lot of plants for this because I knew I had a lot of material in here. Ugh. What is that? Looks like a bagworm. I'm going to start with these. This is a stone crop sedum. It's a ground cover. This can get really rambunctious. And so I want to plant this towards the edge of the arrangement, but I want to start with my, my ground covers. And I'm going to take off the soil into here because, again, I can use the soil to mound in other parts of the arrangement. Sorry if the lighting is really, really harsh, guys. So what you can do, you can either use your hand or you can use your multi-tool. You know that I compact the soil very much so that I get as little settling as possible. Alright, I'm going to stick that in. Beautiful. And you can see immediately the effect that it has. And I'll adjust the settings on the camera and try to give you guys a better, you know, look at everything. But this is going to be really nice on this corner. Alright, so let's continue on. The next thing that I have is this brass buttons Platts Black Lepidolina squidata. I don't know. This is another ground cover. This one kind of spreads really aggressively. I have two. I might only use one. Who knows? And this spreads by runner, so it could end up popping up all over the place. But you see the fluidity of it all? I just took out that stone because I want to plant this right here, and that stone was in the way. These little helicopters flying out of the oak tree beside me in my neighbor's yard are freaking me out. Alright, so love that there. And now I'm going to take my rock and restage it. Pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Am I creating maintenance for myself? Absolutely. Do I mind it? No, because these are succulents. They're easy to maintain, and I like having something to do. The next ground cover is this sedum stonecrop major, and it does bloom cold hardy zones 4 to 8, 4 to 9 actually. That is pretty, and I've had this for a little while. So again, just breaking up.
In the shade.
This is a really barky soil mix. And so I kind of want this on this edge to kind of grow over. Alright, so my camera battery died, so I don't know what the last thing you saw was, but I put this stonecrop sedum major right there. I have a little, what's this, something buttons. Where's the plant tag? Brass buttons, Platts Black, Lepidolina squidata. I'll put the name on the screen if I remember. So the next thing I'm going to do is put in a Chick Charms, what is this called? Cotton Candy. That is beautiful. Love it. And I'm going to put it right here in the middle. So I've got green on the ends. Actually, I might bump it over to here. So I have green on three corners. Absolutely beautiful. So of course, again, there's no way I'm digging a hole that big. So I am taking off all of this soil, and succulents don't mind at all. And please feel free to use this opportunity to remove any weed seeds that you find. Alright, so basically I'm taking it to a point where, again, moving a rock, this is a fluid process. I can just pretty much stick it on top of the soil and just backfill.
I just want to watch your video so I can learn what to do.
I don't think I needed your commentary though.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I want to. Seriously.
It looks like you're making fun of me.
No,
Are you making fun of your dad?
No, I'm not making fun of you. I just wanna, guys, I'm not, guys, do you think I'm making fun of him? No. I just like his plant idea, so when I buy more plants, I can do the same thing he does. I'm not making fun of him. Do you guys think I'm making fun of him? Thank you.
That's enough of you. Go away.
I'm not making fun of you.
Okay.
You're the one that's making fun of me.
How am I making fun of you?
Because you're laughing like, okay. You laugh and talk at the same time.
There we are. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to build up this level here and replace my rock. I'm going to have a little bit more of it exposed. Alright. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow my artistic whims. Now that I have all of my foundation pieces in, I'm just going to follow my artistic whims. And all of the specimens that I pulled out of the garden over here, I'm going to start tucking them in around here. Alright, so let's do it.
Yep, Stacy.
Oh, before we get there, I did mention that I pulled out this little tapestry from the other garden, and I might just kind of keep it like that because I really like how it looks. Look at the stress and the color on that one particularly. So I think I'm gonna take this guy. Oh, I buried a rock too deep. I'm gonna take this guy and just put him right here. Love it. Love it. That is beautiful. Alright guys, so for the second time my battery died. And as you can see, I finished working and I finished planting. So I apologize. So what I did, I did 3 separate little vignettes, and I planted some of these as cuttings, and I just stuck them in there because, you know, I started with them as cuttings, so why not? And so what I'm going to do that is different from this one, since there's so much open space, I don't want to see all this soil. So I'm gonna top dress it with gravel. And hopefully it's gonna add a whole nother dimension to it, and I won't regret it. So let's see. That was just a little millipede there, or centipede, or whatever it was. And I think I like it. And then I'm gonna try to do a ribbon of 3/4 inch burgundy gravel. So top dressing with succulents is a really popular thing, and it's actually recommended. And as you can see, it kind of just takes the arrangement from blur to something a little bit more interesting. So I'm just covering the top of the soil. And eventually I will, and I'm lifting the plant skirts so that, you know, I don't want to see any dirt showing. And eventually I will wash these rocks off to make them look even more polished. But since some of these are in here as cuttings, I want to give them a good week or so to form new roots before I start watering intentionally. Right. As you can tell, I'm not the smoothest at applying top dressing. And you can get really fancy with this. Again, it's whatever floats your boat. At the end of the day, do what works for you. If you want to go out and buy really fancy rocks, go for it. If you want to buy really fancy top dressing, go for it. I've literally had this bag of gravel sitting outside for the last year underneath of my pine trees. So again, I'm just using what I've got laying around. And as you can see, doing so causes things to not turn out too bad. Beautiful. And you can see it just kind of takes the arrangement up, you know, a notch or two. I want this stuff absolutely everywhere. Don't want to see any dirt showing whatsoever. So again, lift up the skirts of your plants so that when you're standing over it looking down, you can't see any gravel, or any dirt rather. You don't want to see any dirt. Boom shakalaka. And adding top dressing, honestly, it makes the plants pop. It helps with soil integrity, and it just gives your arrangement a finished look. So that looks great, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to run a ribbon a 1/4 inch burgundy lava through here. And it's gonna just add another dimension, another level of interest to the whole arrangement. Well, that's how I create my succulent rock gardens. I hope this video was inspirational to you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that you got some type of information from it, and it's giving you a little bit of confidence to go out there and create your own succulent rock gardens. They don't have to be expensive. They don't have to be really fussy. They don't have to be, you know, over the top. They just have to be pleasing to your eye. And as long as they're pleasing to your eye, it's perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all the recent subscribers. I am almost at this point at 500 subscribers, and I'm inching closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So please, please, please share this video on all your social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure that you stay tuned for more projects coming soon. Remember, guys, in all things, give thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and have an awesome day.